The best way to grill is to not to grill. What does that mean? Well, what does a grill do? The grill's right here. I just want to explain how this thing works. All the heat, very intense heat coming up here, heat rises, goes right up here, bam, out. You put a piece of meat on there, all the heat's coming from the bottom. Where does all the moisture from inside of the meat go? Right out the top, okay? So what a grill is, in my opinion, what I use a grill for is to put those beautiful marks on. Sear the outside of the piece of meat and then roast it in a 600-degree oven if you can do it. If you don't have that, whatever you're comfortable with. No less than 450 though, 450 to 600. So grill marks, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now before you do anything, take a nice piece of strip like that. Salt. Don't be afraid to season, okay? A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Okay, now that's going to go right on the grill. Bada bing, like that. Now you see I kind of put that tip of that strip steak on an angle, 45-degree angle going this way. Lines are going this way. The other thing, when you're grilling at home, it's very, very important to turn the grill on and close the top about 30 minutes before you're going to use it. You want to get such an intense amount of heat in this general area. You want this to get as hot as possible. If you don't get it hot, it will stick. So I'm going to go like that, one grill, 45-degree angle, going the other way, okay? This way, that way, putting grill marks in it. Very, very simple. Again, 45-degree angle this way. See, you got squares there. That's what you're looking for, those little lattice type squares. Let me just explain something while this is finishing. Take the palm of your hand right now. When you're completely relaxed, and you can see this right here, completely relaxed, that, and it's very, very soft, and you touch a piece of meat, that is going to be rare. Tighten up a little bit, mid-rare, a little bit more, medium, tighten it all the way till it's perfectly firm. That's well done. That's how you test it right there. So just like this, it's going to be rare. Another 45-degree angle there. And we are ready to roll. See those grill marks? Just like lattice. That's what you're looking for. Now I'm going to throw it in this pan right here, toss it in the oven. Now, it's hard to do that mid-rare, you know, rare, very soft, medium, kind of soft, and well done is kind of hard, or hard to the feel. But just to give you an idea, if it's in a 500-degree oven, piece of meat about that thick, about 1.5 to 2 inches thick, that's not going to take very long. 500 degrees is probably going to be, I'd be looking at, for a good medium, I'd be looking at pulling that out of there between 4 and 7 minutes at the very most. And if you really want it well done, anything over 10, it's going to be perfectly white inside. It's going to be toast. So be very, very careful with that. And just know that when you do it the way I'm telling you how to do it, sear it on here, roast in the oven, what's happening is the heat is all over the place in the oven. Ambient heat all around. It's not just coming from one source. Closed in there. Very intense heat. Basically, the moisture has nowhere to go for two reasons. One, I've seared the outside, sealed it up, but the heat is not just going from the bottom to the top, so it's not evaporating out the top. So we're keeping all the moisture right in the center. But what does that do? Is it forces all the cold temperature and all the moisture right in the center. So after you pull it out of there, you're going to need to let it sit for just a minute. And what happens is it releases all the moisture back out into the meat. It's called resting your piece of meat. Very important when you're doing roast, but also important when you're doing steaks like this. Now I'm cooking for a guy right now that likes it blood rare, so I'm going to pull it out pretty quickly here just to show you what it looks like. All right, so this is coming out of here. Now I have it in a roasting pan, so I need keep my hands protected here. No, that's still pretty rare. I just touched it, and again, it was very, very soft, just very relaxed. That's going to be blood rare, a little bit too much. I would call it blue, blue, almost like still, blue is like moo, you know, it's like still mooing. So I've let this has been cooking for about, say, 5 minutes, a little bit less than 5 minutes, 4 minutes, because I want the person to have a sort of a blood rare experience, all right? So I'm pulling this out right now. I'm going to touch it a little bit. Yeah, it's still a little bit soft. There we go. I think we're going to get it. It's a nice, you know, rare, pretty rare, rare plus maybe. There you go. Now we're going to line this up on the plate. You need a little bit of demi-glace. That takes a little bit more time. We'll go over that at some time in the future, but demi-glace is the best. Easy as breathing.